Hello, welcome to 4th grade lesson 15, dividing by 2-digit divisors. Estimate, then solve. We're going to be doing, what we've been doing so far. It's going to look very similar, but we'll be working with bigger denominators. So we're going to go ahead and try 1, 3, and 5. So first we have 99 divided by 18. Let's do our estimation by rounding up. That's 100. 18 again rounds up to become 20. And I like to just cancel out these zeros, and we're left with an easier problem here, which is 10 divided by 2, and that gives you 5. And that would have been the same as dividing 100 divided by 20. For 3, 93, that rounds down to 90. Divided by 33 rounds down to 30. And again, I like to knock those zeros out. And 9 divided by 3 is 3, and that is going to be your answer. And one more here. 94 will round down to 90, because 4 is not greater than 5, greater than or equal to 5, I should say. And 11 rounds down to 10. And again, knock out those zeros. 9 divided by 1 is 9. Divide. Alright, now we're going to be jumping back into regular division with remainders, but we're going to be working with bigger numbers. So I'll be doing 9 and 15 here. So to start it off, you have your setup as always. And normally, if this was just like a 2 or a 5 or any one-digit number, you would look at how many times it fits into this 2, right? But when you're working with 2 digits like this into the tens place, you need to look at how many times it fits into these many digits. So in this case, how many times does 13 fit into 24 is what I would be looking at. So if I can erase these lines, how many times does 13 fit into 24? Well, only once, because 13 twice would be 26. So 13 times 1 is 13. Then you do the subtraction as you normally do. And this is 11 here, and you bring down that 6. And now here, you're going to have to see how many times 13 fits into 116. Feel free to take some time, do mental math, or try multiplication on the paper. But here, it will fit into it 8 times, and that would give you 104 if you do 13 times 8. And then you do your subtraction again, and you're left with 12. And we have no more values to pull from on this side, so your remainder will be 12. All right, now let's go ahead and try 15. Here, we're going to do our initial setup. Now, how many times does 21 fit into 82? Let's try it. I first thought of 3 because 2 times 3 is 6, right? And 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. That does fit. Now let's try even 4 maybe? 4 definitely won't fit because 84 is greater than 82. So it looks like 3 is what we're going to have to work with here. 63, right? Now if you do this subtraction, let's see, 82 minus 63, it's going to be 19. Then you can draw that 5 down. And now how many times does 21 fit into 195? Let's see. For me, I'm going to think about it like 195 divided into 21 different parts. And it seems like it's going to fit in 9 times. So now what's 21 times 9? That's going to be 189. And you do this subtraction, and you're going to be left with, let's see, 6. And that's going to be your remainder. Write too high, too low, or just right for each estimate. Now here, so they're trying to tell you to find a real answer and see if this estimate right here is too high or too low compared to the answer. However, instead of doing all of that division, I'll teach you an easier way. If 362 divided by 43 gives you 9, that means you can work backwards and say 9 times 43 gives you 362. So we're going to try that. Of course, this is an estimate, so we'll see if that answer is less than or greater than 362. So this one we already learned. 9 times 3, 27. 9 times 4, 36, plus 2, 38. Now, this value here is clearly larger than 362. So if you see that, you're going to say that this estimate here is way too high. Because our answer, too high. Because our answer here is bigger than what we started with. So let's do one more, since this is relatively simple. Again, we're gonna work reverse. So 235 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 3, 15. Plus 2, 17. This number is smaller than 215, so this is too low. Alright, let's move on to word problems. Jeremy keeps his stamps in an album. Each sheet in the album holds 18 stamps. How many sheets will he need for 234 new stamps? So here, this is a classic division problem. You have a total amount of things, which is stamps, and we know that each sheet takes up 18 stamps. So if you want to know how many stamps we need, we're going to think about how many times can we split up 232 into groups of 18, aka divide 234 by 18. And we do exactly what we've done. Here, how many times is 18 fit into 23? Only once. 23 minus 18 is going to give you 5. Bring down to 4. How many times does 18 fit into 54? That should be roughly 3, I think. Let's check. 8 times 3, 24. 3 times 1 is 3, 5. Yep, perfect. And then 18 times 3, 54. You get a 0 here. We're going into the next problem, but that was 0. And we know that the answer will be 13. So 13 sheets. Alright, last question. Mr. Davis is writing a 450-page book. He has written 13 pages each day for 25 days. How many more pages does he need to write? So here, we actually don't need to do any division. We're going to take it a step back and go back to multiplication. If we know that there are 13 pages being written every day for 25 days, we do this math, right? And let me set it up more appropriately. And again, let's first find this. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Put that 0 there. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. 270, or excuse me, sorry. This is a 7. So 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we see we need to reach 450, but right now we only have 325. So if you were to see how many is left, we would need 100 more and then 25 more, because that would give you that if you were to add these two values. So your answer is going to be 125 more pages.